tonight seen two videos on YouTube. One I'm going to let you listen to a bit of it, but both people have come after Rosie O'Donnell. And Mediaite has this article. Rosie O'Donnell tweets out video accusing Trump's 10-year-old son of being autistic. Okay. She was not accusing Trump's son of being autistic, nor was the video. So, you know, this headline is really misrepresenting the video and Rosie O'Donnell. The video, which you can watch by clicking on the link below, it's actually very touching. So there are clips in this video of Donald Trump's son while he's at the Republican National Convention and his victory speech, and they are examining some of the characteristics that Donald Trump's son is evidencing, and they're questioning whether or not he has autism. And in this video also, you will hear adult bullies and how vile some adults can be. They just ripping apart Donald Trump's son, which is really sad. But the video itself I found to be rather touching. Okay. So, she wasn't accusing Trump's son of being autistic. I'm going to read Rosie O'Donnell's tweets in a second. But I also want you to see that they have another article here. She's a vile bully. Rosie O'Donnell faces outrage after suggesting Barron Trump might be autistic. Okay. In this video, whoever did the video, they're questioning whether or not he has autism. So is Rosie. She saw the video, and she tweets, Barron Trump autistic, ? If so, what an amazing opportunity to bring attention to the autism epidemic. And then she links to the video. Okay, so Rosie, after watching the video, is questioning whether or not he has autism, along with other people. And she's right about what an amazing opportunity to bring attention to autism if the first son has autism. All right. Somebody responds, autistic perhaps, or maybe it's a particularly malignant case of affluenza. Either way, you're a better person than I am, Rosie. Okay. She responds then, saying, he is young, Barron, and truly angelic, beautiful, like Ivanka. New York City has some amazing autism services with inclusion, I don't know, Tokyo, Rosa. Okay. She is saying that Trump's son is angelic, truly angelic. She compliments Ivanka, saying that she's also just beautiful. And then she talks about autism, that New York City has great services. So, it's just questioning whether or not Barron Trump does have autism. And then the second part of both tweets are about bringing attention to autism, just generally speaking. Now, I find the response coming from some people that she's a vile bully, and the response that I'm going to play you in a second, are so off the charts, not matching. So, when that happens, I sometimes question my own perception. You know, you have to wonder, okay, what am I missing here? Because I find these tweets to be kind of neutral, certainly not bullying, and actually very nice. Lionel, I have to tell you, this, and I don't feel bad for saying this, Lionel, after you have posted this video. and your response to Rosie, just questioning whether or not Barron Trump has autism, your response, you're coming after Rosie O'Donnell like a vile bully. The title, How I Detest Rosie O'Donnell, a waste of flesh who targeted Trump's innocent and beautiful son. Do you find that these tweets were targeting Barron Trump? I don't. Now, I'm also going to ask you to do something here, which not a lot of people know how to do. Take a step back if you don't like Rosie O'Donnell. Because if you are going to attack Rosie like Lionel has in a rather vicious way, it's clear to me that you're lumping in, your opinion with how you feel about an individual, and you're incapable of looking at particular experiences objectively. So it doesn't matter whether you like Rosie or don't like Rosie. I'm just asking you to look at this objectively. Because when you don't, that's when you lose truth. Like Lionel has absolutely, and my analysis of this, and I'm not saying that I'm right, but listening to this, I thought, okay, this is a man that really does detest Rosie, and anything she does, he's going to come out and attack her viciously, even when she doesn't deserve it. So what he's doing is putting on display his own unresolved issues, his inability to look at something objectively. Clearly. And he's just, his distaste for her is clouding his judgment. So listen to this.
I mean, I'm serious. It is still every single day another example of watching the mainstream media or someone, whether it's Rosie O'Donnell, now, by the way, coming after Trump's son.
Did you feel that those tweets were coming after Trump's son?
Saying he's that his son Barron is autistic or what have you. Look.
No, what have you? It's really important, Lionel, that you know what these tweets say. So she didn't say that he has autism. She's questioning whether or not he does after seeing a video in which other people are questioning whether or not he has autism. And I didn't know that autism was a bad thing that you can't talk about ever. And, now that he is the first son, unfortunately, his father now, President-elect, has put him in the limelight. And that's the unfortunate consequence of, being a child of famous people. So, go on, Lionel.
Let me tell you something, Rosie. Let me tell you something. I know you're miserable. I know you're self-loathing. I know there's a part of you that hates yourself, that nobody can get along with you. No one likes you. No one likes working with you. Nobody does. You have no friends. You're one of these misanthropic, miserable people who is so unable to either love yourself or others. Everything you've touched has been a complete and utter disaster. Think about this. Nobody likes you. You speak for no one. You're not left. You're not right. But for you to come after a kid, a 10-year-old kid who has nothing to do with anything. I've said the same thing about Malia and Sasha.
All right, you can listen to the rest of this. The link is below. But wow, Lionel. Clearly, you have something about Rosie O'Donnell in you that is clouding your judgment greatly here. Greatly. And for you to come out and viciously attack her for tweets that were rather neutral, and even, on the positive side, truly angelic, is really, it says something about you here. And, I mean, what I need help with is, I think I'm seeing this clearly, but this kind of stuff happens now regularly. And I think it's very sad. But what do you sense from these tweets? Do you think that Lionel's response is appropriate? Do you think that Rosie O'Donnell, for these tweets, nothing else, just for these tweets, deserves to be viciously attacked in such a way where this guy is publicly saying, no one likes you? You speak for no one. How that you can come out after a 10-year-old kid. You're an attorney, Lionel. You have to look at things objectively. But you really have lost your sight on this. And as far as I'm concerned, you are off the charts wrong. And frankly, it'd be nice to see you post a video apologizing to her, regardless of how you feel about her. But that you apologize for this particular incident. Because she did nothing wrong. And your attack is really just, well, this is, we're trying to bring some sanity back into the world. When you post videos like this, this just, leads to more insanity. Anyway, I'm sorry for going on. This really is upsetting to me. And look, I don't have any particular opinion about Rosie O'Donnell. I know that she got into it with Tom Selleck, but I don't know, I don't follow this kind of stuff. So I don't know. I know that she was, wanting a legitimate investigation of 9/11. I know her position on 9/11. I know that she's a liberal, so I know her position on guns, but that's irrelevant to what is taking place right here on Twitter. All of it is irrelevant. So, and if we can move beyond the personality, whew, perhaps we could make some headway in all of us working together, standing together, fighting the real enemy instead of constantly ripping one another to shreds. But please, let me know what you think. I really do want to know because, yeah, this is just a vile bully. Well, clearly, it's not just Lionel. We have an awful lot of Americans who just can't look at things objectively. And that is absolutely part of the reason why